Tanya here. Thanks for watching. So for today's Thursday's Treasure or Trash, we're going to be doing a review, and you're going to hear a lot of that. Logan's at school. Paxton is the only one home with me, and he is running around playing. So if you hear toys in the background or little sounds, that's what you're hearing. And you have to ignore the crazy hair. I haven't done my hair or my makeup yet because I wanted to do this video on this product, and this product is the first thing that I'm going to apply. So this is a review on the CoverGirl Tru Blend Liquid Makeup. This is what the packaging looks like. Now, I'm not sure if this is my color or not. There's one lighter shade that might have been the one that I grabbed, however, they didn't have it. So I grabbed this one. It looks pretty close. It might be a little bit yellow toned for me, but we'll see. The claims on this foundation is it's a water-based formula available in 21 new shades to blend perfectly with 99% of skin tones for a flawless nude look that virtually disappears into the skin. So we're going to do two methods of application. We're going to use a Sigma set. This is the Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush and the Sigma Precision Angle P84 brush. We're going to do that on half of the face, and then on the other half we're going to use the Beauty Blender. So I'm in the shade L2, which used to be 410, which is also known as Classic Ivory. So the first thing I really like about this is I like that it has a pump and that you can turn that pump on or off. So when you're traveling, of course, you would leave it off because then you wouldn't worry about any kind of spillage, and then when you need to use it, you turn it on. That's the first thing I really like about this. I don't like that it's in a glass bottle. Those are very hard to travel with, just because if anything hits this or if it gets too cold, it will shatter. A little bit about my skin right now. I've been noticing the last week it's been extremely dry, especially like here, and I'm not sure why. So I did use MAC Moisture Hydration or something. It's the infused one, and that's all I use. No primer, nothing else, just that, just about half an hour ago to give my skin a little bit more moisture. I do have a pimple coming in on my nose, which is really sore, so we'll see how it covers that. And that's it. Other than that, my skin is pretty normal. So we're gonna start with the Beauty Blender. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 pumps. So just that much, just 2 kind of pumps. And I'm gonna dot that around my face. And then I'm gonna start blending it in. So I immediately notice it's really movable, like it's moving really nicely. It actually seems to be a pretty true match for my own skin tone, which is nice. Down around my eyes. And it definitely covered up that pimple very nicely. There's a mirror down here if you're wondering what I'm doing. You can barely see the pimple that was on my nose originally. And there you have it. So I'll kind of get a little closer here. This is the side that has it on it. This is the side that doesn't. It is very lightweight. I would say probably light coverage and maybe buildable to medium coverage. Let's try to build it. Still using the Beauty Blender. I'm going to give it another pump. Just 1 pump this time. And I'm going to dot that on all over. And see if this has any buildability. Buildability, there's a new word. You love when beauty gurus create their own words that just don't exist. I guess it makes sense though, the word I just said, buildability, because I'm trying to build something up, but I don't think that's in the dictionary. And then watch, I'm probably wrong and it is, and then I look even dumber, but whatever works, I guess. It definitely built a little bit. As you can see, there's the side with, and there's the side without. It definitely did build a little bit, like now I can barely see my freckles or any of my kind of like redness. And that pimple is even more covered than it was. But it's still only a medium coverage. I would not say this is a full coverage foundation. They don't claim to be, but I'm just saying. On the other side, we're going to use the Sigma Round Kabuki, which is the F82. And again, same amount of product, 2 pumps. Oh, my brushes smell so good. I washed my brushes with my favorite brush cleaner. I just picked it up. It'll be featured in a Marvelous Monday and Mondays soon. But all my brushes now smell amazing because of it. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just watching myself in the mirror because it's much easier to do a review like this when I'm using a mirror. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the difference. I kind of just let these set. I was helping Paxton do a couple things. You can definitely see more of my redness on the side because I've only done one layer. And like I said, so it is buildable to a medium coverage. Of course, there is still stuff that is showing through, which is pretty normal. I'm gonna just concentrate the second layer, kind of sort of right where I get the most redness. So there you have it. That is 2 layers on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and apply all my other makeup. However, I'm not going to put on any setting powder or any concealer because I want to see how this wears through the day. And I will check back with you guys in a couple hours. It is now 10:45 in the morning. So I'll check back in with you guys a little later on and I will let you know how this is wearing. Hey guys, I'm back for my first check-in. It is now 4:45, if you can see that. And so far, this foundation is actually wearing not bad. It has faded a lot in my chin area and it has faded up here in my the forehead of my T-zone area. However, I'm not oily, so you know I'm actually very dry skinned. And what I have noticed is that where I'm kind of drier, it is settling into the drier, flakier areas and it's looking not so pretty. So I'm just gonna touch that area up with a foundation brush and a little bit more foundation. And I'm going to touch up a little bit down around here. It's still wearing quite nicely around the nose where I'm generally very red. And I barely see any of my freckles showing through. So that's pretty good coverage. So I'm just going to, like I said, take a little bit, pat it here and here where it's wearing off. So just gently touching up those 2 areas. I like the way they're looking already. So I'm going to wear this. So I'm going to wear this foundation for the rest of the day and I will give you my final thoughts at the end of the night. Alright, so it is my last check-in and it is now 10 o'clock. So it is now 10 o'clock. Hopefully you guys can see that. And this is my last check-in with this foundation. So overall, so I did reapply about 4 hours ago just in here and down here. And I do find that it's definitely still on. It's definitely still evening out the tone of my face. Like I said, it didn't help my dry areas, but I think it's because I've been using the Glam Glow mask once a week and I don't think that formulation works for everybody. They've also come up with a hydrating one that I'm really excited to try because I think that will work better for my skin. But as far as this foundation goes, it did last a very long time. I put it on at, it was 10 o'clock this morning and it's now 10 o'clock at night and it still actually looks really good except in my dry areas, which of course is not the foundation's fault. It did not sink into any of my creases or wrinkles. Even around my under eyes, it still looks really smooth. Yeah, overall I'm pretty impressed. I think if you're looking for a medium to light coverage that's long lasting and comfortable to wear, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, which is nice, then this is a really good option for you. And it's a drugstore foundation, so whenever you can find a good drugstore foundation that doesn't irritate your skin, that is long lasting, that gives you the finish that you want, I always think that's a good find. So I definitely will be using this again. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.